What's up, guys? This is Hunter from TeamShinup.com. Today I'm going to show you how to simplify a radical expression by rationalizing the denominator. There's a couple things you need to know before you do that. Like, no radical can be in the denominator. And to remove the radical from the denominator, you have to make a perfect radicand. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so example number 1. We got the square root of 5 over the square root of 2. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do to remove the radical from the denominator is we're going to take square root of 2 and we're going to put the same number right across, because our goal is to get the denominator in regular number form. But if we multiply the square root of 2 by the square root of 2, we have to do it to the top also. Alright, so let's solve the problem. You can multiply a square root by a square root, but you can't multiply a square root by a number. But since we don't have any regular numbers, we're good to go. So let's solve from left to right. The square root of 5 times the square root of 2 is the square root of 10. And the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is the square root is just regular 4. I'm sorry, just regular 2. A good thing my math teacher always taught me is draw a line from the bottom two square roots and then write the number in number form on the bottom, so you'll remember not to multiply them like I just did, and then write it over there. So to make a long story short, put the denominator right next to it and then copy it on the top, multiply the top, take your bottom number and put it in regular number form and put it as the denominator. But let's say we have a regular number and a square root on the top and the bottom. First, you would do the same thing. You'd bring 4 to the square root of 21 over to the side and also on the top. But let's make it easy on ourselves. In this kind of a problem, when there's a whole number on the left, you can just cross it right off to save yourself some time, or not even write it at all. So let's multiply the top across. Like I said before, you can't multiply a whole number by a square root, but you can multiply a square root by a square root. So the square root of 5 times the square root of 21 is the square root of 105. But you can't just let the 3 hang there, you gotta put it beside it on the left. Now that the top's done, let's do the bottom. Remember to draw your line, and in this case we got a whole number next to the square root, so we're gonna put that right beside it. And 4 times 21 is 84, sorry. So there you have it. 3 to the square root of 105 over 84, which can be reduced. So your new answer would be the square root of 105 over 28. But if you're like me, I like to have the 1 on top just to remind me that I reduced it by 3. So there you have it. Now you know how to simplify a radical expression by rationalizing the denominator. And remember, no radical can be in the denominator. So if you end up with 1, it's probably wrong. So now you know. Thanks for watching. This video was made with Cam Studio open source. My website's TeamShinup.com. This was done for a class, Geometry, Miss Collins class. And if you think I should get an A+, like this video. If not, comment why. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.